Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute puffy flower motif. We use puff stitches for rounds 1 and 2, create a chain 2 space for round 3, and add little petals for round 4. This doesn't take very much yarn, although because you're working a puff stitch in round 1 and 2, you may need just a little bit more scrap yarn if you're trying to use up some of those scraps. It's a quick project. This motif is super useful. You can make them into coasters, garlands, appliques, whatever you want. For this project, I am using a 5.5mm crochet hook. You'll also need a yarn needle and scissors, of course, to take care of those ends, and any mixture of colors that you want. You can use all one color, you can use only 2 colors, you can use 3 colors, you can use 4 colors. For the puffy flower motif that I am making today, I have grabbed a random assortment. Now, like this, these colors don't look too appealing, at least not to me, but we'll see how they shape up once I put them into this motif. To start, grab your first color. This is going to be the center of our flower. And I'm going to start with a magic ring and chain 1. If you prefer, you can chain 4 and slip stitch to the first stitch of that chain to create a ring. Now we're going to work 6 puff stitches into this ring. For these puff stitches, we're going to yarn over, put our hook through the ring, draw up a loop, and you want a total of 13 loops on your hook. So I'm going to be doing this a total of 6 times. Once you have 13 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull back through all of those loops and chain 1 to secure. You want a total of 6 puffs. So I'm going to work 5 more puffs around for this first round. Chain 1 to secure, and now you can pull the end, close tight, and find that stitch at the top of your first puff you did, and just slip stitch into it. You can fasten off your first color and grab your next color. For your next color, you're going to put a slip knot onto your hook, grab your center flower motif, and work into any chain 1 space, so any space in between a puff. Make sure you get the space. Sometimes they're a little hard to see. These puffs can work up tightly. Slip stitch to join your new color. Chain 1. We're going to work 2 puffs into this same space where we joined. Chain 1 to secure, and work 1 more puff into that same space. Yarn over, pull back through all loops on your hook, chain 1 to secure. Into the first yellow puff here, we want to work right into the stitch on top of that puff. We're going to work 1 puff into the top of that puff. Yarn over, pull back through all loops, chain 1 to secure. We're working into the next chain 1 space, so in between these yellow puffs, we're going to work 2 orange puffs. And that's the pattern all the way around. You want 2 puffs into the into the space in between each yellow puff, and one puff in the chain directly over that yellow puff. Working that pattern all the way around, you will have 18 orange puffs for round 2. Once you've completed your last puff, you should have 18 puffs all around. Going to secure that puff with a chain and then slip stitch into the top of that first chain where we started. You can fasten off your second color and we're ready for round 3. Pick up your third color, slip knot on your hook into any space between puffs you can join. So I'm just going to pick one, join with a slip stitch, chain 2. Now this is an easy round. We're just going to be chaining 2 over each puff. So chain 2, find the space in between that first puff here. There's a chain 1 space and single crochet into that space. Chain 2, find your next space, single crochet into it, and so on all the way around. Once you're back at the beginning, you want to make sure that you chain 2 to go over this last puff, and all you want to do is just find a stitch to slip stitch into. So now you should have 18 chain 2 spaces all around your center puff stitches. So I've got 6 puffs in the center, 18 puffs for round 2, and 18 chain 2 spaces for round 3. You can fasten this color off and pick up your new color. For the 4th and final round, I am going to once again start with a slip knot onto my hook, and now we can work into any of these chain 2 spaces. So I'm just going to put my hook into that one, get my tail out of the way, slip stitch to join, chain 1, and I'm going to work a single crochet right back into that same chain 2 space, skip to the next chain 2 space, and I'm going to work 6 double crochets. Into the next chain 2 space, I'm going to work a single crochet. Into the next chain 2 space, I'm going to work a single crochet. And into the next, we're going to work 6 double crochets. A single crochet into the next 2 chain 2 spaces. So there's our first and second, and then work the 6 double crochets into the next. So that is the pattern all the way around for this 4th round. As you're getting close, I just worked 2 single crochets into the chain 2 spaces. You should have 2 chain 2 spaces left, You're going to work your 6 double crochets into the next one. You've got 1 space left. Work a single crochet into it. There's where we started with our first single crochet, so just go ahead and slip stitch to join. You can fasten off at this point. Weave in your ends, which is always fun, and then you've got your little puff flower motif. These are absolutely fantastic. You can use any color scheme that you want. You can make them all in the same color or just different colors. Like I've got a center here, red for rounds 2 and 3, and then I went back to yellow for round 4. That gives it a unique look. You can match the colors up like this. Again, I have the same color for the center and the outer, but I did a little something different for the center puffs here. That round 2 and 3 are different colors. And of course these, I just randomly picked some colors in my stash, and I absolutely love how they came out. So you really can't go wrong with colors in this project. Great for scrap busting. These motifs come out super cute and they don't take much time at all. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!